Good morning, it's Devorah, it's InStory Live, and time seems to be eluding me. Like all time seems to be merging into a new new flow. As I looked up at the clock and went, oh, it's past 9 a.m. So, hi Julie Becker. So it may be that it's time to 9 a.m. Facebook Live videos at all different times and be spontaneous and see what happens and who I bump into. And it's funny, Julie, you're here because you have a child in Israel, and I was just communicating back and forth with my daughter Eliana, who is in Israel at the moment. And and I was also complimenting the institution she's at because they have to cancel all their trips and all their going out in the world right now in order to follow the coronavirus rules in Israel, and they're just doing such a great job of figuring out how to roll with what's happening. And I think so often that is really the high road for us to take in so many ways is, okay, this thing is happening, how do I lift myself more up? Hi, Diane. How do I lift myself more up in this situation? And, like, no matter what's happening to you, stuff happens, right? Like, things don't necessarily go the way you planned them to go. They don't happen the right way. And one of the things I'm noticing, and I hope that you who are watching can notice this about yourself too, I'm noticing that I am better at getting back up after something doesn't go the way I planned it. I have an online coaching business, which I love so much. And it's completely about, I have two departments. One is for women over 50 really reconnecting to their purpose, their mission, and bringing their story and their wisdom out in the world. And they joined me for a year, and it's amazing. But sadly, there was a woman in my group who is going through a health crisis now, and she had to leave the group for now. And I was so upset on so many levels and just wishing the best for her. But I was able to support her, bless her, let it go, and lift back up into the vision that is still there. When you have a vision and then there are in sundry side tracks and setbacks and so forth, getting back up, the tools to get back up are so important. and noticing, I think it's so important to notice that even though we might have similar things we bump into, it's not at the same level. It really is a spiral. And that ability to shift is so important. In my year-long InStory Way group, it's like 3 overarching dynamics that we go through called shift, shape, and share. And this first stage of how to shift is extremely powerful. How do you shift out of a negative state? What are your tools? How do you do it? And notice that you do it and that you're better at it than you used to be. Really, if you ever watch me or ever in my world, it means you are already better at shifting than you used to be, because that's just my community, right? And, I always say that the women in my InStory Year program are not beginners. All of us have done a ton of work on ourselves, and we have led amazing lives. The difference is that there's a piece of what we have to bring out in the world that we didn't bring forward. And often that's the thing we love best. One of the new women coming in my group has a program which you can go look at online called Your Inner Naturalist. And she said she led a program for someone. They said, oh, thank you for making me go outside. And I said, that's your line, because how is it that we have to thank someone for making us go outside? Because we often have to make time to do the thing I love most, rather than I have to make time to do the things I don't love most. So do the things you love most. And yeah, it's just a thing. Obviously, there's the press of survival and what is required of us. But children rush to do what they love most first. So, anyway, we get to stretch towards doing what we love most when we can. And so go outside. Go outside, and let that nourish your soul. Go outside and look around and let what you see nourish your soul. Let it inspire you, become a message, a teacher, a story that will help you. It's what I do. It's what I love to do. Tomorrow I'm leading a workshop, which I'm very excited about, on revealing your soul story. If you want to know more about it, just send me a message. And in the meantime, go outside, make time to do what you love, and let the vision of what your soul's calling you towards, let that come to the front and figure out what to do to follow it. All right? That's my passion. Cheering you on. Have an amazing day. And remember, as I always say, go out in the world, share your story, live your purpose, and be a blessing. Because that is